Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Garrett. I'm the CEO here at Vandernet. This is our weekly cybersecurity briefing to get you the information you need on what's changed since the last week at this time, to get you the cybersecurity information you need so that way you can get what you need and get back to work. It's 15 to 20 minutes. It's Thursdays at 1:30 Central Standard Time, right on the dot. And today is like no other cybersecurity briefing. The key of this is to get an information on the current cybersecurity landscape, maybe some recent attacks and breaches, specific things you need to know, if there's any updates on the FTC safeguards and compliance that you need to know, and the big idea. So let's get started today. It's important to note that browsers are only as good as what is fed to them. Let me restate that. Your search engine history, like the way you search Google, what is fed to them is what they reveal as results. So AI is being used in a very drastic way to feed Google and other search engines a bunch of fake websites that look like the original websites, but they are in fact fake. So if you're searching Google, like we all search our browser and trying to get the up-to-date information or pull up a web page, you might actually be clicking on a link that is leading to a website that looks like where you're headed or where you wanted to head, but in fact, it's malicious and it's been fed with AI into Google and it's bypassing its moderation tactics. So Google, being a large tech company that it is tries to look and find malicious websites so it doesn't deliver those in your search results. But with artificial intelligence and AI, everybody's heard the big scary word AI. They're finding ways to be able to get around those safeguards that Google and other search engine companies have in place to feed it malicious websites. So let me share an article on my screen here with you to kind of go over this and explain this. So it says Google has revealed bad actors are leveraging techniques like landing pages, cloaking to conduct scams by impersonating legitimate sites. So legitimate sites in regard to maybe a site that you would go log into and transact maybe for Bitcoin or digital currency. They're spinning up websites that look just similar to that, where you would normally go log in and transact like you would expect. But in this case, you are putting in information that is allowing the hackers to actually steal potentially your Bitcoin wallet. So the landing pages often mimic well-known sites and create a sense of urgency to manipulate users into purchasing counterfeit products or unrealistic products. Sometimes if a deal's too good, it's probably too good. So be careful, because I know there's a lot of online shopping websites that you could fall prey to. At Vandernet, we specifically target and support businesses with their cybersecurity, but even businesses can fall scheme to cheap office furniture, because I like office furniture. So, the cloaking refers to the practice of serving different content to search engines like Google and others with ultimate goal of manipulating the search rankings and deceiving users. So trying to get up, like going to Google and you type in a search. Have you noticed like there's a bunch of sponsored results that shows up first before you actually get down to the organic, real Google content? Well, threat actors are actually also purchasing ads and they're using them and they're sponsoring them. So where you think you might be clicking on that website, like I was just talking about, going to where you think you're going, it could be a sponsored ad that reflects where you think you're going, but in fact, it's going to a malicious website. And the same is true with organic sites and search engine history. As you're searching for something and it's pulling up those sites, it could be a malicious site that's organically showing up. So some of the recent tactics adopted by fraudsters are listed below. Misuse of artificial intelligence to create deep fakes, public figures, taking advantage of their credibility and reach to conduct investment fraud. Like, we just got out of a very heated political culture inside the United States. So they could be spinning up fake Trump or Kamala Harris websites to get donations. So it looks legit, and you're riding on that political surge, but maybe you're giving money to a malicious actor and not the political party that you are choosing to actually sponsor. Use hyperlink realistic impressions for bogus crypto investment schemes. Here's the deal. Technology makes things simpler, right? Sometimes it can. Sometimes it can make it more complicated. Our goal with internet is to simplify your technology, provide faster outcomes, better value, right? But what happens is when you copy and paste like a URL link out of like OneDrive or Dropbox, it takes that very complicated, very long string URL or that link, and it condenses it down. So it summarizes it to the title and then puts like .mp4. So where you think maybe you're clicking on something that's legitimate, it could in fact take you to a malicious website. So if you're not expecting that email, or maybe you're on a website and that hyperlink looks legit, but maybe it's taking you to somewhere that's malicious. So we have to be careful. And you say, Garrett, how do we be careful? How do we stop this stuff? Unfortunately, it's not an easy answer, and it is something that takes a lot of strategy and thought. It's not just a single product that solves the problem. It is a layered approach to multiple things that work together to deliver a secured outcome for your business. And so they're like capitalizing on major events and combining them with AI to defraud people and promote non-existent products and services. Listen, it's extremely important that we are vigilant when we're searching the internet. We used to think as long as you were within the Google search page and the results that things would be okay and you'd be fine. You can click on those things. If it looks legit, you can click on those things. We are in a new era. We are in unprecedented times that require even more vigilance when it comes to protecting our businesses, our people, our data, and our technology. And so we have to be vigilant when we're on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever platform you're at, the hackers are there too. And they can use those platforms you're like, hey, it's just my personal social media account or my social page. Hackers are using those platforms to get you to click on things that then get into your business, or maybe the company you work for. Maybe you're not the primary target. Maybe the business you work for is the primary target. So we need to be vigilant in protecting not only our own personal accounts, but we need to be protecting our employers or maybe the companies that we own. And that is by being vigilant, even on social media. So the next thing we're going to talk about today is Microsoft. They had 90 new flaws, including actively exploited NTLM. You're like, what the heck is that? Great question. It's complicated, and task scheduler bugs. But the thing I want to highlight is that if you have a computer or a piece of technology, whether that be your cell phone, tablet, or your computer, it's imperative that we keep it up to date. And our next article will explain why it's important to keep things patched and up to date as fast as possible. But it says Microsoft on Tuesday revealed that 2 security flaws impacting Windows NT LAN management and task scheduler have come under active exploitation in the wild. The security vulnerabilities are among 90 security bugs the tech giant addressed as part of its Patch Tuesday update for November 2024. Of the 90 flaws, 4 are rated critical. 85 are rated important, which would be high in our standpoint in cybersecurity, and 1 rated moderate in severity. 52 of the patched vulnerabilities are remote code execution flaws. Remote code executions are one of the most vulnerable things that you can do. It means that they don't have to have direct access to your device in order to exploit it. It means that's why it says remote execution protocol. So it means they can take advantage of these vulnerabilities, not physically beyond the device. And the next thing you know, you're dealing with cyber criminals in your systems. The next article we're going to talk about is what's called a 0-day. This is statistics that have come out. And if you don't know what, like, vulnerabilities in general are things that are discovered over a period of time, and software companies, cybersecurity software companies, are able to have time to examine the vulnerability, put it before their research division, write patches or fixes to those vulnerabilities, and then issue them. And so they can get patched so they're not exploited. 0-day vulnerabilities mean it's today, like right now, some vulnerabilities being discovered, and immediately as it's being discovered is actively being exploited. Why is this critical to the business that we're in? It means that the security researchers of the software companies don't have time. They're not able to immediately on the fly issue a patch to something that is actively found and being exploited. And this is why it's so important to have all of those layers of security inside your business to protect that people, the data, and the technology, because this is where businesses come to a halt and fall to their knees. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, which is a government agency that specifically helps critical infrastructure companies, they help small businesses kind of be aware of what's happening in the cybersecurity landscape. They've come out and they've said that the most routinely exploited vulnerabilities in 2023 were 0 days in the latest research conducted among global cybersecurity authorities. These findings are a reversal from 2022, when less than half of the most exploited vulnerabilities were 0 days. Hey, we're in November of 2024. And we're just now reading articles where it says majority of the vulnerabilities that came out were actively being exploited the same day they came out. Something's happened in the last year that we've hinted on through this webinar, and that's artificial intelligence, AI. And if majority of the vulnerabilities, 0-day vulnerabilities, were being exploited in 2023, can you imagine what the statistics look like in 2024 with AI and as we go into 2025? If this doesn't scream that you cannot do cybersecurity on your own, I don't know what else will. Because you need cybersecurity professionals that have a strategic plan to securing your business, and not just you doing it on your own or thinking the IT company that you're employing, it has that covered. Because we revealed a few months ago that the statistics say, I think it was like 85% of current IT professionals are not qualified to implement cybersecurity controls. It says the report shows that threat actors continue to have success exploiting these kinds of vulnerabilities even 2 years after public disclosure. That's not even the start of what we do here at Vandernet. We have a lot of layers. So they're mentioning 2 or 3 things that you should be doing to protect your business. There is a lot more that you need to be doing to protect your business than that. So please take away from this that businesses are at risk. Your business is more than likely at risk. And that leads us to why we do these. We do these to make you informed. That, like today, we learned that a single product is not the answer when it comes to your cybersecurity strategy session. Like, you implementing cybersecurity is not, it's not a single product. It's not a value add service that your IT company says, oh yeah, we can do that too. We're here to educate you. We're here to keep you up to date on what is happening in the world. And one thing that we have definitely reiterated today is AI is playing a game in compromising hackers using AI to compromise businesses. So we would love to help you with your cybersecurity strategy session that we offer. It's free. It's 15 minutes. It's to get better acquainted with you and your business and maybe how we can help you out here at Vandernet. We care greatly about you and your business. So much so, we want to have a conversation with you. What are you guys doing? How can we help? And that might be through a cybersecurity risk assessment. It might be just some pointers and guidance into how maybe you should get started today. But it's much, much more than that. Way more than that. We are here to help you. Let's have a conversation and be 100% sure that you're on the right website. When you're searching Google and you're looking through results, understand what you're clicking on. It might be what you think you're going to, but please check the browser at the top, the address URL to confirm that you're really going to where you think you're going. And keep your phones and software up to date, your phone, your tablet, and your computers. Please, please just keep them up to date. If you don't have a cybersecurity company that is intentionally doing that for you, please reach out or let's just have a conversation. Thank you for being here. It really means a lot to us. We do this weekly, Thursdays, 1:30 Central Standard Time to get you the information you need and to get you back to work. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.